Hey guys, I'm Dr. Jason Barker with the Natural Athletes Clinic, and today I want to share with you the most effective ways I know to treat and get rid of acne naturally. Now, I've been in clinical practice for nearly 20 years now, so I've seen tons of acne and other skin conditions, and I can tell you there's a lot of misconceptions, especially in the conventional medical world, about how to treat acne, and that is they like to give you antibiotics for several months or even years at a time to get rid of it, because the premise is that acne is based on a bacterial imbalance, which that is partially true. But if you think about it, our skin is one of the largest organs in our body, and it's also one of the largest organs of elimination. So our skin is constantly secreting oils and acids and minerals and even biological toxins that we ingest and that we produce in our body. So we know that our skin is a reflection of what our internal health is like, right? So if you look at your pet and their coat is nice and thick and it's shiny and it's soft, you can make an assumption that your pet is doing pretty well health-wise, right? Well, as doctors, we're also trained to look and feel people's skin. You know, is it dry? Is it hot? Is it moist? Is it flaky? Is it rashy? Is it bumpy? Are there lesions on it? I can tell a lot about a person's internal health by looking at what condition their skin is in. So how do we take care of acne naturally? Well, the first thing we need to do is look at what you're eating, right? And so the worst foods that you can eat for acne are sugar foods. So anything from like soda or a food that is rapidly turned into sugar in your bloodstream, like processed grains, like white flour foods. So cookies, crackers, cakes, pasta, breads, bagels, all that stuff. Sugar causes acne because, one, it feeds the bad bacteria. So there is that bacterial component. Sugar is also pro-inflammatory. It can inflame your skin. And then whenever you eat sugar, you also release a hormone called insulin, which you need to metabolize as sugar. But insulin helps stimulate the release of androgens, which are another class of hormones that end up secreting oil. So when you've got oily skin, inflamed skin, and bacterial imbalance in your skin, it's a breeding ground for acne. So get rid of the sugar. Second food group you need to lose if you're serious about getting rid of acne is dairy. Okay, so dairy is anything made out of cow's milk, right? So obviously milk, cheese, yogurt, sour cream. Dairy causes acne the same way that sugar does, in that it also helps you release a lot of insulin independent of any sugar content in it. So if you're eating lots of dairy and lots of sugar, bad news for your skin, okay? So get rid of those. Third food group are processed oils. So hydrogenated vegetable oils are not good for you. They're in a lot of processed foods. They're not good for your skin because they're rich in omega-6 fatty acids. Now, you need a little bit of omega-6 fatty acids for overall health, but if you're eating a lot of processed foods, you're getting way too many of them. Omega-6 fatty acids are pro-inflammatory, especially in the skin. So another great way to get acne if you're eating a lot of processed junk that has that in there. Okay. Fourth food group that you need to get rid of is any food that you are sensitive to. So we figure this out by doing a food sensitivity test. And I've been doing these in the clinic for 20 years now too, and it's a great tool to figure out and how to dial in a person's individual diet, because what you may be sensitive to may not be what I'm sensitive to or the next person is. So we've got food sensitivity tests online on the website. You can order one. All it takes is a couple of drops of blood on a little card. You can have somebody you live with poke your finger. It doesn't even hurt. Mail it off, and they'll test 96 different foods in your blood and see which ones you're sensitive to. And by knowing this, you're armed with really good information about your own individual physiology and how that affects your skin and your overall health. So I really recommend getting a food sensitivity test done as well. Okay, so now how do we treat acne naturally? So 4 main natural ingredients or medicines that you can use. And the first one is vitamin A. So best way, safest way to get a lot of vitamin A in your system is by eating foods that are rich in it. So think orange colored foods are full of carotenoids, which vitamin A belongs to that family of compounds. So carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, certain squash, even black-eyed peas and broccoli have tons of vitamin A in it. So get lots of that in your diet. Vitamin A is an antioxidant in your skin, and it's also anti-inflammatory in your skin. Does great for acne as long as you combine it with zinc. So zinc works really well for your skin because it is also anti-inflammatory. It helps dry up that oil secretion, so it makes the skin less oily. And it also supports your immune system, even on the outside of your body and your skin. Helps support the good bacteria and helps your body balance out and fight off that bad bacteria that contributes to acne. So vitamin A and zinc in combination is a great protocol for acne. You also need to be on a good probiotic. We love the HLC probiotic. That's one I've been using in clinic now for over 10 years as well. It's the best one I've ever come across, so that's why I don't change it ever. But you need good bacteria because not only are you full of bacteria inside of your body, you're also covered in bacteria too, and it's always a balance, right, between the good stuff and the bad stuff. And we know that by taking a probiotic internally, that also influences the outside of your body's bacterial balance. So a probiotic is super important when you are fighting acne and trying to get rid of it. And then the last one is an omega-3 fatty acid. We of course have a couple of good ones that we love. Either the Eskimo Pure EFA is a capsule, and I also love the Pharmax liquid because you can dose it really high. But omega-3 fatty acids are of course very anti-inflammatory, and as I just alluded to earlier, most of us get too many omega-6 in our diet and it tips that balance out. So we need to lower the omega-6 and boost that omega-3, again, for that anti-inflammatory effect. So there you go. Get rid of the sugar, get rid of the dairy, get rid of the processed hydrogenated oils, get a food sensitivity test. That's how you fix up your diet so your skin can be its healthiest. And then boost your vitamin A through diet. Take a zinc, take a probiotic, and get some omega-3 fatty acids in your body, and your skin is going to clear up and it's going to look really healthy and nice. So if you enjoyed this video, of course, please give us a like. Please share this with somebody you know who's struggling with skin issues. And of course, please subscribe to our channel.